sorry in advance for all the weird angles you're going to see in here. I have a tripod, but it's not tall enough, and it honestly doesn't work that well, so I was trying to get the best angle. Okay, so don't judge me for this. I just moved in here, and I've been couponing a little bit. And I've kind of just been tossing things in this area because I don't really have a space for it. And honestly, I started making this video like a week ago, probably 2 weeks actually, and I literally didn't finish until like yesterday. So don't judge me. Okay, so I've realized now that I do not have enough space for all of the stuff that I have. I put up most things, and I still have like a couple of other like things like deodorant and hand wash and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the rest of these Arm & Hammer scent beads right there, and then I'll probably put the deodorants next to it. And then everything else, I'll probably just get like a bin that I could set on the floor. The rest of this stuff, that's just a box of like toothpaste and then toothbrushes and then, you know, the rest of this stuff. And then I'll just get that bin and put it right there on the floor. And I'm gonna have some more space soon because I'm gonna be starting to do bundles and selling some of my stockpile to the people in my apartment complex. And then I'm also gonna donate some stuff that I don't think will sell well to the local shelters and things like that. So stay tuned for that as well if you'd like to see more content about that. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. I love watching restock videos like this, and I wanted to try to make one. Here's the final touches. I can already hear it now. Go ahead, call me a hoarder. I know those comments are coming, and honestly, I don't care because I know I'm not a hoarder, and that's all that matters. There was a time in my life where I used to love putting things away in my stockpile, but lately it feels like it's become a chore. So today we're going to do that chore, and we're going to talk about the number one question I get asked. Anytime anyone sees my stockpile, I always get asked what the heck I do with everything. And that's a valid question because let's be real, there is absolutely no way I can use everything in this stockpile. But you know what I can do? Well, before we even get into that, let's get one thing straight. I did not go out and buy all of this all at one time. This is years of accumulation that's just in constant rotation. And what I mean by rotation is when I get a new item, I'm going to put it to the back of the stock and move the old items forward. And if I see that that old item is about to expire, it's either going to get used or donated. Which leads me to my next point. What do I do with everything? I either donate or I use it. I try very hard not to let anything expire, and if I can't use it before it expires, I either donate it to a local shelter or I give it to family, friends, or neighbors. Now, despite what you may think, we actually do use a lot of the items in our stockpile because I choose to coupon the items that we actually use. But obviously there are things like toothpaste that I get for free all the time, and I have like 50 tubes of it, and I'm not going to use all that. But you know who will? My mom, my dad, my sister, my neighbors. You get the point. Another thing I get asked is, why do you need so much? Are you really saving money if you're accumulating that much? Look, like I said in the beginning, I'm not going out and getting this all at one time. I actually try to set a budget for myself weekly, and I usually don't like to spend more than $10 per week on my couponing hauls. So yes, I am spending a little bit here and there couponing multiples of an item, but I can guarantee you that I'm still spending less than if I were to go get that item full price when I actually need it, even if that item had a coupon. So just know, if you want to start couponing, you're in control of everything. Your budget, how much you have in your stockpile, how much you use, how much you donate, it's totally up to you. And if you want to learn how to do all this, be sure to follow along.
Let's put together my new couponing stockpile while we talk about what I do with my stockpile, because that's like the number one most asked question that I get. First of all, we decided to move my stockpile to this room that used to be a garage, so it has much higher ceilings, and I got these new shelves from Walmart. And so far I love them because they have these clear plastic liners, so it makes everything smooth and nothing falls over. But the other shelf to the left did not come with these liners, so I had to order those separately from Amazon, and I'm waiting for those to come in the mail because I was having trouble getting stuff to actually stay on there. It kept falling over. It was a mess. But anyways, what do I do with all this stuff? First of all, we're a family of 5, so we use quite a bit of it, but whatever we don't use, I'm able to help out other extended family members. They can just come get what they need, or I'll bring boxes of stuff to family get-togethers. I've also donated a lot to local charities and organizations. One time there was even a local teacher collecting donations for a personal care pantry in her classroom, and I was able to give her a bunch of stuff, which I thought was super cool. A lot of people assume that I don't donate, and first of all, that's not required, and second of all, I don't have to post about it every time I do. Like honestly, most of the time I donate, I don't post it. I've also resold some of it in the past, like last year I had a stockpile sale, and a lot of couponers do that. There's nothing wrong with it, but mostly I just love to give stuff away. It's one of my favorite parts of couponing. We're able to get this stuff for so dang cheap, and I just love being able to help people out. And now for my favorite part, because the ceilings in here are higher, I can stack up so many more paper products on top of the shelf. And here she is. It's beautiful. I'm obsessed.